Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. Sorry, as you can see, this is coming out a lot later than I wanted it to. I've been pretty damn busy lately, but do not worry. After I get this out and a couple other animes, I will finally be back on track and everything should be coming out on the day when, as usual when it should be. So yes, once again, sorry that this is coming out a little late, but hey guys, welcome back. Here is my episode review on episode 1 of Tales of Zestiria, The Cross. Now, the last one, I know I put episode 1 because I was kind of confused at first. I knew it did say prologue, it did say episode 0, but I ended up just putting episode 1 because I figured that this was still kind of episode 1 until this officially today, or when I watched it, it said this was episode 1. So sorry about that. I changed the title already on the last one to episode 0. So yeah, there's that. And here we are on my official review on the real episode 1 now of Tales of Zestiria, The Cross. And thank you to CPD XD 101. I actually thought it was the X. Luckily, he told me that it was actually the Cross. So now I won't be looking like an idiot saying the X all the time, and I will be calling it by what it's supposed to be called, The Cross. So, yep, thank you once again, CPD XD 101 for that. And yeah, let's get on to my review of this episode. So, of course, the last one, the prologue, was an hour-long episode. This one being a normal 30-minute episode, 20 something minutes, and pretty much what we get in this one is we kind of get like a mixture of like two halves of this episode. One half is mainly focused on the princess and her pretty much going into this temple and ended up leading up to where she meets our other two main characters, the two main characters that I saw in the opening, of course, that seemed like they were the ones that were like the pure focused one. I don't know, that I think the guy with the feathers is Sore is the main character. I'm thinking that's what it is. It seems like just by how it looks in the opening. So of course we get two halves, one being the princess, how she ends up going into this temple, ends up seeing the whole mural of the Shepard, gets attacked, which honestly I was like, I would be freaking out. That is scary, just like all those bugs coming at her. And it was what please tell me, what was that little thing? I have never played a Tales game, so I don't know if this is like some animal or some creature that you end up seeing a lot of in a lot of the games, but that little thing that was trying to get her attention through the whole time, and she was just like completely not seeing him, even when he was like jumping like literally like right here. There's no way that you don't see him. She like literally was just not paying attention, and he was even like blocking the bugs and stuff, trying to help her out, and that was all we got to see of that little creature thing. And I have no idea like where or why that thing was even there. It didn't even make sense. Like maybe we'll see it later on in the future. Is that like a character that like, or a friend of hers that for her later on in the future? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see for that. But I was just completely like weirded out. Like, what is that thing? And then like throughout the whole episode, I was wondering like, are we ever gonna see that thing again? It literally was gone after, like, just stuck with all those bugs while she like went down into the ruins and everything, which is pretty dang cool. How she went in the ruins, she went down into this tunnel, into a water where she popped out like on the ceiling, landed. We got this huge, nice green area. All of a sudden, she goes into this other place, like the Shepard crest thing leads her, and all of a sudden, she's in this dark ruins. She screams, probably because she's getting scared. That is, after a while being in the dark for that long, you start to freak out. So I'm guessing that's what happened to her until finally she was able to get out to where she, I guess, I don't know how she got there, but she got to where our Sore and Mikleo, I think his name is, where their place is, and of course get attacked by lightning and attacked by a temple defense or some sorts. This episode really gave it like a kind of Indiana Jones feel, just by the fact that Sore was like with his rope and then like swinging across all over the place. It was pretty cool, honestly, to see that part. It was also interesting to learn, like, Mikleo was saying you're just an average human to him, and they even looked at, when they saw the princess, they're like, oh, it's a human. What the heck's a human doing here? So I'm guessing that Mikleo and the rest of them, maybe the Gramps and everything, aren't human, but Sore is human, because he says you're just an average human. You could have, what happens if you had fallen, And we see that Mikleo has like a staff and he was able to use magic, so I'm guessing that was what the difference is between them. But I'm wondering, like, if that's true, and like how that defense system was obviously for intruders, and obviously because the princess got in, and the Gramps was getting trying to, like, whoever comes into my territory is gonna get, no remorse for me. And I was like, oh damn, Gramps, calm down. But like, I'm guessing they're like some high up in the clouds different race that doesn't want humans coming, I guess. I don't know how how he got there overall. Maybe we'll learn more about that later on as he tries to, they kind of talk to the princess, which maybe, hopefully, I'm not too sure how, like, she even got there or how far that is. Obviously, they're both, that whole ruins connects. That's the temple of the Shepard kind of thing. So it's pretty interesting just to see the different sides of both of them, and then all of a sudden them connecting, and learning more about this. This episode is definitely more kind of like a showing of what, the main thing with this Shepard kind of stuff going on. Our main characters besides the princess, who is Sore and Mikleo, and kind of like more of showing the world and everything in it, and obviously connecting them in the very end. Now, it was a pretty interesting episode. It was cool to learn of our other characters. It was cool to see them going through the temple on both sides, the princess's side and, of course, Sore's them side. So it was cool to see that, learn a little bit about how, I guess, Mikleo them are not human, more about the temple of the Shepherd, some weird little creature thing, bugs attacking, and yeah, no crazy action in this episode, but I honestly didn't expect it. We got some cool action in the last one. This one and maybe the next couple or next one only will be more of a build-up character, introducing us more characters and stuff, because obviously we saw the opening and there's a bunch of more characters that we have not seen yet. We've only seen the princess and Mikleo and Sore, so we're probably going to see more of the different characters as well, and probably in the next episode they're probably just going to end up talking about this, where they live, and then end up leaving the area. Not too sure how all that will end up working out, but yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. This episode overall was just a nice, world building introduction to different characters, kind of, mysterious supernatural things with ruins, Indiana Jones kind of style episode that honestly I definitely did enjoy. It was definitely beautiful as well, seeing the different, you go from this one place in the clouds to this dark, damp temple, scary bugs, nice area, all of a sudden super different kind of location. Like, I just love the difference in locations all over the place, how they, progressed throughout the whole episode. It was pretty cool to see. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Can't wait to see how the next episode goes, what's going to happen in it, what new characters we'll get, and anything else. It's honestly so far been pretty good. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And yeah, if you have any questions, or if you have anything I missed and you want to talk about as well, or your own opinions or anything like that, feel free to comment below and we can talk about it. So yeah, until next time, guys, see ya.